Welcome to the Money, Mindset and Miracles podcast, helping you to grow predictable and scalable months of income from your business as gracefully as possible. I'm Rachel Smith, business coach, mindset expert, speaker and the founder of the 5K Club. So welcome to this week's episode where I'm going to share just 5 really simple steps that you can take that are going to help you to move from any feeling of lack to that feeling of possibility and abundance. So let's get into this. So those of you who don't know me, I have a very energetic spaniel called Mali and he loves a long walk. This weekend I was out on a beautiful walk just near my home and I noticed how autumnal it is becoming in the UK right now, and it was beautiful. And what struck me is that even though we are moving towards the end of the year, everywhere I looked, there was evidence of abundance. Every tree, every shrub, every bush was actually full of fruit and berries. And I feel like this really truly represents this period of time that we have now moved into, which is a true time of abundance for business owners. So many businesses actually make their most money during this period of time. It's a fact. Like during September, October, November and December, it is that time of expansion for so many of us. So rather than thinking that this is a time of lack, that this is a time of shrinking, it actually is a time of abundance and definitely growth. But there's a few things that you need to do to make sure that you can really maximise this period of time. And that's what I'm going to walk you through in a little bit. And what I really want for you to think about is everything you create during these next 4 months is the foundation of your business in 2023. So whatever you create now is going to create that foundation for your business in the next 12 months. So you're not just creating success and growth for the here and now. It's with having that long-term view, where you want to be in 2023. So where do you want to be by the end of 2023? Where do you want to be by the midpoint of 2023? This is the kind of time to start to think about that, even if you can't have clarity about that now, because you want to have that kind of view and start to understand the things that you want your business to do and the things that you want your business to call in during the next 4 months. So when you sit down and actually start to think about what you're looking to call into your business, I want for you to think about having this vision, having this plan that's actually very juicy and very expansive. It's not a time of shrinking, and I understand that over the last couple of years, we have gone through some of the most challenging times as individuals and in our businesses. And it can still feel quite like a strange time at this moment. But I want you to put those things aside and really step into having that kind of clean slate, having a reset. This is the perfect time for a reset of your goals, your plans, a reset of your offers, a reset of your visibility and consistency, and most definitely a reset of your mindset. So I'm going to walk you through 5 really simple steps that you can take to create your own autumnal reset so that you can actually maximise your growth and profitability over the coming months. And remember, it's with that long-term view that you are going to grow and expand so much in 2023. So are you ready for these 5 steps? Number 1 is to declutter. Just look around your workspace. Where have you got stuff piling up? Perhaps you're like me. I've just noticed actually, even though I did this for myself over the weekend, is that I have a candle here and it's pretty horrid actually. So it's like, have a look around your workspace. What needs to be decluttered? And this is all about preparing yourself to onboard new clients. So work through any old paperwork, client files, notes, whatever you have, put them to one side, get rid of them, recycle them, file them, do whatever you need to do, but clear the way for new clients. You might need to put away old journals and notebooks. Perhaps you've got a bookcase like mine that's actually stuffed with resources. Look at what you can get rid of. What do you not use anymore? What could you pass on to somebody else who'd really benefit from these resources? Clear away old diaries, calendars. If you're like me and you've got a whiteboard with your goals and your plans, make sure they're up to date. If not, again, just declutter them. You're stepping into this new energy, this new area and that new vibe of possibility. Number 2, you're going to love this one. If you are brilliant with money. If not, you might feel some resistance to this. And I always say that when you feel resistance, that's probably exactly what you need to be focusing on right now. So number 2 is all about getting your finances up to date. I'll just pause there. So do your accounts, make sure you are completely up to date with all of that. Review your outgoings, make a plan for any debt that you have, make a plan for reducing that debt, get rid of any old paperwork. Crikey, I went through a drawer this weekend in a totally separate room and came across a load of old bank statements from 2004. I don't need those. So I did the right thing, shredded them, got rid of them. And this is a great action actually, is track your money. This is going to really help you to figure out, your outgoings, your incomings. And when you track your money, there's a saying, isn't there? What you focus on grows. So when you get into the habit of tracking your money, it really starts to help you to become comfortable with money, most definitely, but also it makes you really, really clear about those things that are working well in your business. And they're the things you should be focusing on and doing more of. Number 3 is something I talked a lot about in last week's episode, which is all about simplifying your business model. So I'll link that episode in the show notes. You can go back and listen to that if you haven't caught up on that one. But this is about really being really clear about what your goals are and making it really easy for you to set those goals. So if you have a goal for 5k every single month, look at how you can make that happen as simply as possible. It could be just about taking on 2 high-end clients. That's it. 2 high-end clients. That's a bit easier than 20, isn't it? So think about how you can simplify your business model and your offers. Number 4 is plan. So get really clear about how you're going to grow your business in the coming months. Map out your launches, really commit to launching your offers. Forecast your sales and growth. Figure out what you need to do. Figure out what you don't already know that you need to know in order to achieve the results that you're looking for. You have the ability right now to make that commitment to yourself that you are here to grow and expand. And number 5 is all about your mindset. Up level your mindset. Everything you have felt and believed in has got you to this point. So brilliant, that's great. But in order for you to maximize your growth over the next 4 months, you want to be up leveling your mindset. You want to be really stepping into that sense of abundance. So everything that I saw as a visual reminder this weekend when I was out on my walk with Marley, which was all about the abundance that's available to us right now, you really want to be thinking about how you can step into abundance. Now, as human beings, it's really normal for us to be programmed to solve problems. That's what we are programmed to do. But in that sense, so many of us are often programmed from a point of lack. We are programmed to have that sense of lack. That doesn't help us to grow and expand. That makes us worry, that gets us into overwhelm. And you want to switch that round with your mindset. You want to be coming from a place of abundance, of possibility. So one of the things that you can do is think about what makes you feel abundant. So some of the steps that I've already taken you through may be the things that make you feel abundant. For me, I feel abundant when I'm sat in a room that is decluttered. I also like to have a candle, as I've pointed out, but this candle needs upgrading. So you might have a certain sense of how abundance feels, or you may have a smell that reminds you of abundance. It could be, like, one of the things for me is definitely smell. And there's a detergent that we use as a family, And for some reason that makes me feel really abundant when we use it. So it's like putting fresh clothes on and having that scent. It reminds me of the feeling of abundance. So you really want to lean into abundance. So there's a ton of resources available to you that I have created for women who are ready to up-level their mindset. Again, I'll link them in the show notes below. There is my walking meditation episode of this podcast, which is my most downloaded. I receive messages from people all the time telling me how much they love this episode. So go check that out if you haven't already. And you can also download my Wealth and Abundance Hypnosis, which programs you from an unconscious level, which is the most important level, to really believe in abundance and wealth. So if you haven't already checked that out, go and check those things out, because this is going to really help you with your autumnal reset. Here is a recap of those 5 steps. Number 1, declutter. Number 2, get your finances up to date. Number 3, simplify your business model. Number 4, plan how you're going to grow your business in the next 4 months. And number 5, up level your mindset. If you have any questions about this episode, please just drop me a comment below. Also, I would love to hear when you have done your autumnal reset and what that looks like for you and how you've adapted my 5 steps into your business. If you have loved this episode, I would massively appreciate it if you could subscribe to this series, and if you're listening via Apple Podcasts, if you could leave me a review, I'd massively appreciate that. Until next time, speak to you soon.